That's my all-time favorite.
All-time fave.
Even out of the restaurants that aren't on here, and including the ones that are.
This is your top.
If there was something above number one, this would be the only one up there. So this one's number one.
Welcome back into the conversation with Wheat State Creates. Wheat State Creates Conversation. This is part 2 of a 2-part series of ranking fast food chain restaurants with myself and Jarrett Bird. Let's just hop right into this second episode. There's a lot to uncover here. So let's just get right into it. We hope you guys enjoy.
So let's go for a Chipotle.
Okay. I'm going to be plain and simple on you here. It's a 3 for me.
Okay.
It's overhyped. It's all right. I mean, I like it every once in a while, but
yep.
There's nothing too exciting for me that I'm just like, yeah, I want Chipotle. I think it's a higher end fast food. I'm kind of surprised it's
a little more on the expensive side.
It's very expensive. Their chips are good. Their burritos are good. It's quality food, but it's a 3 for me.
I'd say Chipotle is going to be a 3 for me. Mainly because it's on the expensive side. We live in Kansas, which, that's the middle of the country, but there's honestly a lot of Mexican, authentic Mexican restaurants around here.
Right.
Like Alejandro's.
Yeah.
Lena's is so good. I used to live by Lena's.
Mm-hmm.
So good. You can go and get a fat burrito.
Isn't it cheap?
For, maybe $5.
Right.
When you're going to go to a Chipotle, get the same size burrito for 10.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Chipotle is never really on my mind. I don't really go there very often because if I want a burrito, I'm going to go to a local.
Yeah. I mean, support local, really.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So let's knock out, let's see. There is 1, 2, 3, 4 that are not from around here. And these are, quite frankly, 4 of the best on the list.
I agree.
Let's start with In-N-Out. I've never been, so I'm going to have to take your expert advice. Is it overhyped? Is it everything everyone's talking about? What is it?
So I think if you go there and you don't know what to get, you're going to come out of it saying that it's overhyped.
Okay.
The whole reason In-N-Out is big is because of its secret menu.
Okay.
I believe. I mean, I've only been there one time because they're only in California and southern Texas. So
right.
Nothing really close to us. So I've only been there one time. It was good. I'm going to go ahead and put it at a 3 just because I can't make I can't make a great assumption out of it since I've only had it once. I'm going to go 3. It was good when I had it.
Right.
It's probably a top tier McDonald's.
Okay. So it's in that realm, but a little bit.
Yes.
Probably a little bit better.
Yeah. So I'm going to go 3. Better than Burger King. That's for sure.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. So based on that, and based on some of the things that I've heard various different things. I'm going to put it at a 5. I mean, I've never been there, but the reason I'm putting it at a 5 is because I want my mind to think I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay.
And then if once I have it, it may flip in my brain where it's like, you know what? It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, that's kind of how you got to go into it,
Don't overhype things. That's what I've learned.
We've had this conversation quite a bit lately because we've tried a lot of new things.
Yeah.
Like with Torchy's.
Right.
We tried it for the first time. I tried it for the first time. And then Jersey Mike's, when you were telling me about it, you were kind of overhyping it. And I thought it was good.
Yeah. But see, we went to PF, or I've never actually been to PF Chang's, and you were trying to not overhype it, but I think I was just so excited to try it because Payway has been gone for a while, and I thought PF Chang's was pretty good, but
I think we just got the wrong thing. I think if we go back there, get the right thing.
I think and we don't even need to talk about it. I
Yeah.
think we know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know what we're talking about.
Yep, exactly.
Not noodles, rice. We got to get the rice.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Whataburger.
Whataburger.
This is top tier for me.
I agree.
I think
I agree.
this is easily this is number one. This is in some good company up at the top for me.
Yep. Whataburger. Not from, like you said, not these ones are not from around here, so it's going to be a number one for me as well. Maybe it's because we haven't had it very often, but even people that I know that have them, that have it close to them say that it's just as good every time. So
I just love it, and it could be because I don't have it all the time, but there's something I devour it every time I go.
Yep.
Moving on, let's go with Raising Cane's.
Ooh, Raising Cane's. That's my all-time favorite.
All-time fave.
Even out of the restaurants that aren't on here, and including the ones that are.
This is your top.
If there was something above number one, this would be the only one up there. So this one's a number one.
Okay.
They're chicken strips with the cane sauce.
So good.
So good.
The freaking Texas, or what is it, Texas toast, or is it
Yeah,
just
they have
toast?
Yeah, they have. It's like, I mean, it's Texas toast, but
It's so good.
Yeah.
They cook it perfect every single time.
Yep.
And that's why I'm putting it at number one as well. And their drinks are pretty good too. There's nothing fancy. It's nothing fancy. Nothing at all.
Nope.
But-
They do have really good sweet tea. If you like sweet tea, get their sweet tea.
That's what I've
It's
heard.
really good.
Not a big sweet tea guy.
Yeah.
Moving on to the last one that is out of our area.
Yep.
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. I'm gonna go with the number one here as well.
Okay. Was the first time you had it was with me?
Yeah. When we went to St. Louis a
Yeah.
few years ago. Yep.
Um,
It's good. I mean, everything about it is good. Actually, I tried something different than what we usually get.
yeah.
It was like the bacon cheeseburger or something like that, and it was good. It was so good. I had never had it with bacon, and it was good.
Very, very good. The price, what you get, the price, I mean, you could eat there so cheap. Their milkshakes are to die for.
Yep, it's very
Uh,
old school.
very
I
old
think it's
school.
something that's been around for a long time. So
yeah.
and their prices haven't changed
No.
for a long time. So
Yeah.
it's
And
very affordable, very good.
let's just say it's the original Freddy's.
Yep.
Because it was.
Yep.
And that's a discussion for another day because I really don't want to get into Freddy's because it breaks my heart. I think I said I didn't want to get into it, but I think I like Freddy's a little bit better.
Then Steak and Shake.
Yes.
Okay,
Um,
I do like Freddy's.
Freddy's fries are to die for.
Yep.
Moving on. Which one intrigues you the most down here?
Let's go for some Five Guys.
Five Guys.
What do you think about Five Guys?
I'm thinking Five Guys is a number 2 for me.
Okay.
The only reason it's not a 1 or lower, or it's not a 1, the reason it's a 2, I guess is what I'm saying, is there's a lot of grease, but to be honest, you really have to be in the mood for it. So I think it's really, the fries are good. You gotta dip them in some sort of sauce, whether that be, do they have honey mustard?
I don't know.
I just dip it in
get
ketchup.
Yeah,
I'm a simple guy. Ketchup is what it is.
you got to be ready to put down some damn food when you go to Five Guys.
Yeah.
You go to Five Guys, you better be ready to come out of it smelling like it.
That's an understatement. You go in there and you walk out of there like you've been working there all damn day.
Yep. And it's great. I love Five Guys. I could eat there pretty often. Like you said, you got to be in the mood for it, but it's a great burger. It's big. There's a lot of food, so you
Yeah.
got to be ready.
For sure.
So yeah, it's going to be a 2 for me.
Okay.
Top of my list, number 2.
Moving on, let's get these 2 out of the way because I think there's a lot of double combination restaurants like this throughout the nation as well. Taco Bell and KFC. What are your thoughts on these 2 staples?
So I'll go with Taco Bell first. Taco Bell, they've really fallen off lately. They got rid of potatoes. That's a big mistake. I don't know why they would do that. I'm not the one calling the shots there at Taco Bell, so I don't know what their decision was. But Taco Bell, you asked me a few years ago, top of my list. Now it's just I don't even think of going to Taco Bell really anymore. It's just something I can go to real quick because I live right next to one. But Taco Bell, it's gonna be a 4.
It's a 4.
Yep, I'll go 5.
5.
Yeah, 5.
A little lower than I am going to be putting it because Taco Bell has they've redeemed themselves, at least in my book, because the one that's by I think it depends all on the location that you are going to, because the one that I live by now was not good.
Okay.
It was not good for the longest time, so I was done. I was tired of it. And I went back the other day because I thought it sounded pretty good, and everything was cooked to perfection, and they were fast.
Okay.
2 things that they were not before. I'm putting Taco Bell at a number 3 for me. That's in the top tier, but not quite in the middle of the pack. And when we're talking KFC next,
So right back to Taco Bell real quick.
yeah,
It's one of those places that's always going to be there for you.
it will.
It's there. It's everywhere. It's good. It's
kind of like it's like Subway, like we were talking, is that it's always going to be there.
Yep.
For you.
Yep. That's what both of those are actually at number 5 for me. So maybe
So not great, but they're just there.
Yeah, exactly.
So okay.
And then KFC.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Finger looking good?
It's okay. They're fried chicken.
It's just fried chicken.
Yeah. So the Popeyes and KFC, most people think of they're like the same thing.
Not at all.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think KFC is really just known for their like actual like fried chicken, like their breast, their wings, that not wing like we think, but like their wings and their what are they called? Drumsticks?
Yeah, like from KFC.
Yeah.
I think they're drumsticks. Yeah.
Whatever they are, they're just like but they're good. But that's what I'm gonna go there for is like their actual like fried chicken.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's good. I haven't had it very much, but it's
one of those things where I'm not gonna say it's always there for you because you don't think, oh, I want KFC.
Yeah.
For me, I'm putting KFC at a 5.
Okay.
I'm
gonna agree with you on a 5. Just because
I think it's just it doesn't really deserve any less or any more, to be honest. It's just kind of there.
Yeah.
I think 5 is a good spot for it. Speaking of Popeyes, that is some good stuff. You like the spicy or the regular?
I've got to go with the regular. I'm not a big spice guy. The spicy's
pretty.
I've been getting the chicken sandwich lately.
Yeah.
And the spicy, I got it the first time and it was so good, but it was entirely too spicy.
Way too spicy. Popeyes for me is a 2.
Yeah.
It easily could be a number 1, but I think it's just a little bit. It's one of those things where you kind of have to savor it, and it does some damage later on as well.
Yeah, their biscuits are dry, obviously, but if you put it with a little, like you show me that trick, you put it some before the chicken sandwich came out, the chicken strips.
Yeah, you get the chicken tenders, then you pour some whatever sauce you'd like, but I use the barbecue sauce and I pour that on there, and it makes a nice little sandwich. I think it's better, even better than the chicken sandwich. But
I'm gonna go with the number 2 for Popeyes as well. It's good. Like you can either get the chicken sandwich, which is great, or your trick with the biscuit. Chicken and barbecue sauce. That's really good as well. So number 2 for me. I don't live near any of them, so it's not.
It's kind of a drive for you, so it's like every once in a while.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah. So what do you think about Panda Express? We got 4 left, by the way. There's Three that are kind of some top tier favorites throughout the nation, throughout the Midwest. But this fourth one, Panda Express, what are your thoughts on Panda Express?
Yeah, Panda Express is, I mean, you're not going to get like true Chinese food around here
Right.
because it's not China, obviously. And you're not close to, there's a lot of like seafood and stuff in Chinese food. We're not near the coast, so you're not going to get the great experience.
Authentic.
Yeah, authentic taste of Chinese. And we have good local restaurants of Chinese.
Yeah.
And I think Panda sits under all those. So Panda's like my last option.
Right.
Plus, they don't have drive-through. Who doesn't have drive-through?
To be honest, and their locations around here are not very good. There's one on Wichita State's campus. There's one way out east, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one way out west. There's just not.
Yeah, they have one in Derby, but
oh, do they?
Yeah,
is it new?
And now
it's been there on Rock, right?
Yeah. So, but like I said, I mean, Hibachi Boy is definitely it's Japanese technically,
right.
But it's pretty much the same kind of food. I'd go there 100% of the time over Panda Express. And,
when's the last time you had Panda?
Probably 2 years. 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, you had it when you came on campus, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess that's true. So about
a year ago.
Yeah, a few months or so. So I mean, if it's there, I'll eat it, but I'm gonna rank it at a 4.
Kind of middle tier for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Panda Express and I'm gonna put it at a 3.
Okay.
I think that deserves to be a little bit higher up.
Yeah.
But
out of the restaurants on here, I think it needs to be a little higher, but just in general, I think
it's a little bit lower. So before we get to these last 3 on our list, let's go through our list going from the bottom up, and we'll start with you, Jerry, and go from the bottom up.
What? Say that again. Sorry.
So like so your 7 goes like name off your list from the bottom going up.
Okay, so starting at 7, I just have Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
Which I think we agree pretty well on that. 6, I just have Burger King. 5, I've got Subway, Taco Bell, and KFC. I think so far I agree with everything.
Okay.
4 is going to be Arby's, Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's, and Panda Express. 3, I mean, you can't go wrong with just a sandwich shop. That's what all 3 of those really are.
Exactly.
Panda. So pretty mid tier for that. Number 3, or for 3, we're gonna go for A&W, Long John Silver's, Chipotle, and In-N-Out. Yeah, I'd say I agree with those. 2 is Dairy Queen, Sonic, Five Guys, and Popeyes. And number 1, we got Krispy Kreme, Annie Ann's, Whataburger, Raising Cane's, and Steak and Shake. And I mean, yeah, I agree 100% with all of that.
Cool. So you wouldn't change anything from this point on?
Nope, not yet. Not with what I've got.
Okay. And so from my 7, I've got Jack in the Box. 6, I've got nothing, surprisingly. I don't have anything. I didn't think anything was really... If you're going to be that low, you might as well just be at the bottom. And Jack in the Box is at the bottom.
Yeah.
I've got 5, Burger King, In-N-Out, KFC. 4, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen. 3, Arby's, A&W, Jersey Mike's, Chipotle, Taco Bell, and Panda Express. Number 2, I've got Long John Silver's, Subway, Five Guys, and Popeyes. And the number 1 spot for me, I've got Krispy Kreme, Annie Ann's, Sonic, Whataburger, Raising Cane's, and Steak and Shake.
Okay. So for the most part, I think on our number 1s, we
agree for the most part. Yeah. The only thing you don't have is Sonic in there, I don't believe.
Yeah, I think we've got that swapped. No, maybe we don't.
Is your Sonic at 3?
Sonic is at 2 for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's up there still, but
yeah,
I don't think it's a 1.
Right. And so these last 3, we've got McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, and Wendy's.
Yep.
I'd say probably the 3 most well-respected restaurants, at least in this day and age.
Yeah, I agree.
Would you agree?
Yep. I think they're always going to be in the discussion of, hey, where do you want to eat today? You're always going to be thinking, oh, maybe McDonald's, maybe Chick-fil-A, maybe Wendy's.
Exactly. And those can be interchanged too. You know, some days you're feeling McDonald's, some days whatever. The reason the reason that we have waited this long is because I think they're the three biggest factors in this whole thing. Let's start off with Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A. Okay. It's good.
Is it overrated?
To an extent, yes. I will say yes. I'd
rather
rather have
Chipotle in that. Sorry, it's kind of like Chipotle in that aspect.
yeah. If I'm gonna get a if I'm gonna get a chicken sandwich with pickles on it, I'm gonna go to Popeyes because that's what it is.
Right.
And it just tastes better. It's about the same price. They're both kind of expensive, so I'm gonna go. Chick-fil-A is good. I'm gonna put it at a 3.
Out of 3.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna turn down Chick-fil-A. It's always gonna be good. Their fries are good. The Chick-fil-A sauce is really good.
They're really consistent in their service. Their service is
top tier.
If we were basing this list on service alone, the only one that would be up as far, the only one at number 1 would be Chick-fil-A easily.
100% agree.
I'm gonna have to go with Chick-fil-A is a number 2 in my book.
Okay.
It's almost a number 1, but I think that it's a little bit overrated. Their chicken nuggets are very good in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Their Chick-fil-A sauce, second to none. But the waffle fries, they don't do it any good.
You don't like the waffle fries?
I think they're good, but they're not consistent like the chicken is.
I mean, yeah, but you're gonna get that with anywhere with fries. They're either
at least fast food wise. Yeah,
they're gonna be a little soggy sometimes.
Yeah,
that's just fast food, really.
Yeah, and so McDonald's, Wendy's, you take a pick, or where do you place them first? Where do you think these two belong?
So Wendy's, the 4 for $4 dog. That's so cheap. And you get so much food.
It's like the price of Burger King, but the food is 10 times better.
Exactly. So Wendy's is going to be a number 2 for me.
And their Frosties.
Yeah, and the Frosties with some French fries.
Oh my God.
It's so good. Yeah. So yeah, Wendy's is number 2 for pretty much every reason that Burger King is at a 6.
Yeah, Wendy's
just opposite. It's good. It's pretty consistent. Something I think that's keeping it at a 2 is their drinks are kind of weird sometimes as well.
I do not like. Okay, this is a debate probably for another day, but I do not like the Coca-Cola machines that are.
Yeah, they used to be good. They used to be good when they first came out. I still remember when they first. I mean, the general period of when they came out a few years, like probably 10 years ago now, 15 years ago.
Wow,
they came out. I know.
That's quite a while.
But I prefer the traditional.
Each fountain drink needs to have its own spigot.
Exactly.
I will die on a hill every single day.
Yep.
I will die for just having each fountain drink having its own spigot.
Yep.
Because it tastes so weird. Like you can't have Powerade, High C, and Coca-Cola coming out of the same spigot. It doesn't work.
Yep.
Whether they think they have this new technology that works, it just doesn't work. It tastes different. The Coke at Wendy's does not taste the same as the Coke at McDonald's.
Yep, I agree.
Plain and simple.
And then, so where would you go for Wendy's?
Wendy's has got to be number 1 in my book. The only reason I'm saying that is because their Frosties, they're 4 for $4. They're in recent years they've really went up in my book. And whew, I that sounds pretty good for lunch, to be honest.
And the reason they're staying at a 2 for me is because their drinks, first of all.
Well,
and then when I was working, there's one right by work, and that's where everyone wanted to go. So that's where we went. So I just kind of got tired of it.
Yeah.
But I'd still go there. It's still pretty good. Doesn't miss.
I think I'm moving it down to a 2 just based off of the fact that the soft drinks that they use, that full on Coke mega machine, whatever they want to call it.
One's flawless. All of the ones flawless.
Yeah.
Every single time. That inconsistency with Wendy's is what puts it at a 2.
Yep. And I will say that you want something that's consistent every single time. And speaking of consistency, it's not McDonald's. I was thinking it was going to be McDonald's, but McDonald's is hit or miss.
Yep.
But you can't deny the tradition, the history,
Yep.
the Big Mac,
The Big Mac, yo.
the sauce,
The sauce,
the fries,
the fries,
the Coke, the
mhm,
Dr. Pepper, the Sprite,
the nuggets,
the nut. Sheesh. Their
the
breakfast.
the breakfast, the chicken sandwiches, the McChickens, is I guess is
The
what they be called.
McFlurries.
The McFlurries, everything ties it in to put it at a 7 for me. No, just kidding.
I was going to say a 7. Oh, that build up for a 7?
I'm gonna go for a 3 on McDonald's for me.
Okay.
Just for everything like that, but you get that one time and it just kind of ruins you for a little bit.
I will say that. But when you get that good time,
That good time, it hits.
it hits
So-
pretty well. Yeah, I must say.
So I'm gonna go for number 3 for me. Their Sprite is always good. Their Dr. Pepper is always good. Their Coke is always good. Just everything is so good. But there's some inconsistencies with, it's McDonald's. You got high school kids working there. They don't care about their job, so you're gonna get it messed up sometimes.
You're
It's
going to
okay.
get what you get, and you
Yeah.
don't. Well,
Yeah.
we don't talk about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with McDonald's is a tier number 2 for me. It's almost a 1, but I think that's just my nostalgia kicking in. We have quite the list.
Yep.
Your number ones are, let's go over the number ones one more time.
So I've got Krispy Kreme, Annie Ann's, Whataburger, Cane's, and Steak and Shake. What do you got?
And I have Krispy Kreme, Auntie Anne's, Whataburger, Cane's, Steak and Shake, and Sonic.
I'm like, okay, that's what you got different than mine. So let me ask you this.
Yes.
Let me tickle your brain.
Tickle my fancy. Yeah.
Out of your number ones, what's your number one? What's your all-time favorite? If there was another level
If
of
it,
number ones,
yeah. Like yours would be Cane's.
yes, mine would be Cane's for sure. Where would you put?
I
you
would
put it there?
probably have to say Whataburger.
Okay.
Or Steak and Shake.
Okay.
Do I have to pick one?
Yeah, pick one. Because neither one of them are here.
I'm gonna have to say Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake. Okay.
Most people would probably say that's you're crazy, but that's probably the nostalgia kicking in.
Yeah.
But every time I go to St. Louis, every time I go to Missouri, Kansas City, I get Steak and Shake. I get their milkshakes and their burgers. So
Another thing, because it's not around here, you got to be pretty hungry when you go there because you got to be able to eat everything. The burger, the fries, and then you got to be able to get a shake because that's what rounds it all up.
exactly. And if you can't eat all that, if you cannot eat all that,
That's the full experience.
that is the Steak and Shake experience.
Exactly. It's cheap. I mean, it's a lot of food, and you're gonna be full for the rest of the ride, but
Exactly.
it's gonna be worth it. That's good.
Exactly. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we really want to hear your thoughts on your favorite fast food chain restaurants. We want to know. Give us a review. Give us a follow on Instagram at Wheat Steak Creates. Follow us on YouTube at Wheat Steak Creates as well. Go like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But thank you for listening. We're excited to hear about what your favorite restaurant is, and let's just keep the conversation going on all social media. Again, YouTube, Instagram, at Wheat Steak Creates. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.